I'm getting a lot of questions. Something like, well, I'm using the Apple tags, and I'm using an Apple summary and the Apple title and the Apple episode number, but it's still using my regular title as the title at Apple Podcasts. And then I look, and if I open it up in the Apple Podcasts app on my phone, it's using the right tags as they specified. But if you use the web preview or the iTunes desktop software, which is still on the Mac but going away and will continue on Windows for the foreseeable future, it's not. It's using the blog title, and it's using the blog content for the show notes. Okay, well, here's my solution. Write your blog title to be the title you want to use. Write your blog post to what you want to show in your show notes everywhere. Don't try to be different. You're not going to be able to force all the apps to do what you want them to do. You're just not. Unfortunately, RSS is a standard, and it is the standard we use for podcasting. So, what goes into the RSS feed, if you only give them one choice, then everybody will use the same thing. If you have multiple choices, some will take one, some will take the other. There's nothing you can do to control this. So, I guess what my message would be is, please, if you're really picky about what shows up in the apps, then write it in the blog post title, or write it in the show notes the way you want it to show everywhere. Getting the fancier you get, the less control you're going to have over who does what. Just like episodic images. They did a whole episode about that a while back, and people still don't get that you can't force Apple or Google or Stitcher or TuneIn or Spotify or any of the other apps out there on Android or iOS or, some of the other services like Pandora, iHeart, whatever. You can't force them to use any particular thing that you put in your feed unless you only give them one choice. Someone asked me recently, the No Agenda show, that's Adam Curry and John C. Dvorak. Every episode, you see a different piece of artwork show up everywhere. That's not because they're doing anything special, and they're not trying to be fancy. What they do is they change the overall artwork for the feed every episode. So, all the apps don't have a choice. They just pull a new one. And, you can do that. But, how much is that really worth? I get it that you want it to be a certain way. And I get that people want things to be, just the way they want them. But sometimes that just isn't how it works. Just not how it works. You can't force all the different services out there to do exactly what you want them to do. So the only way to do that is when you post your podcast, and I'm assuming you're using WordPress, but this works pretty much anywhere else. Whatever you put in the title, the main title will be the title that everybody uses if that's the only choice you give them.